All right.
Yes.
Ask me a question, I'll meander.
I just say talk about your movie, and
Talk about my movie.
Because we all agree that basically we just say hi, and then we just say everything else.
I need a direction. The movie, the documentary, asks the question: why do people come to conventions like Comic-Con? Why are these people here? And that's what I sought to answer in Get a Life. I wrote a book. I did a sketch.
I remember that.
The Get a Life. Based on that, I wrote a book in which I concluded in the book that they were here to see each other and renew friendships and have a good time together. That didn't go anywhere near deep enough. I didn't realize it at the time. I thought, well, that's it. But I began to understand that it was far deeper than that, and that's what I examined in the movie, in the documentary. What is going on? What is the mystery here? Why are these people here? What are the sociological and cultural things that are at work? And there are, and I was totally astounded at what my doc concludes.
You've gone to these conventions many times in the past.
I have.
Come to different conclusions now compared to...
Absolutely. It's a total eye-opener. I was blown away, and I use a shot of me when I arrive at that conclusion, where I'm absolutely astonished that as to the conclusion that this man teaches me is the reason people come and keep coming.
What do you think the reason is?
Well, I know the reason. I'm tantalizing you by saying watch July 28th on Epic's television.
When you first did the sketch on Second Line, what did the community kind of feel stunned there, or were they in on the joke, and now it's sort of become okay?
Well, I think they were in on the joke for the most part. When I did it, we were shooting something or other of Star Trek. I don't remember whether it was a series of movies. But when I flew back to Los Angeles to keep working on Star Trek, the people who made Star Trek said they fell off their seats laughing because it was meant to be amusing. There may have been some individuals who were hurt by it, but to the large percentage of the people that I know about, they took it which was just fun, and that became the reason for the title of the book. And Epix wanted to call it Get a Life. I wanted to call it Fanatic.
Fanatic would be better, actually. Yeah.
I thought so, but they had the money.
Yeah, let the money talk.
And you know what that means.
Yeah.
We're editing your article if you don't mind.
Yes,
What is it?
Free vodka just got next week.
What is that?
From my website.
Yes. Free
Washington
vodka.
State.
What is it?
It is Washington State micro distillery vodka made for 50% Washington apples.
Yeah.
Right. But it makes you see things. He's got strange.
That would be an added bonus, wouldn't it?
That's right. If you're in Washington State, you're saying
So were you surprised by, when you went to sort of seek the answer, were you surprised by the answer?
astonished. Astonished. I never heard of such a thing.
What did you think the answer was going to be?
Well, I knew they weren't there to see me. I'd come to that conclusion. And I knew that the answer was in the area of them, the people who came, who are coming. It's in their heart. I knew that. But I had no idea of the cultural significance. It had not occurred to me. And when I met these people, these two individuals, one who teaches mythology by using Star Trek, and the other guy who concludes on a far deeper level, on a ritual level. I just, when the toilet goes out, and what am I going to say now? How the hell did he get to the word? All right, the toilet goes out. I say to myself, stupidest little piece of plumbing. Why am I going to call the plumber? I can figure this out.
Yep.
I can do this. And then you mess it up and you call the plumber because you don't have that knowledge. When these erudite people said, here's our conclusion, it was me thinking I was the plumber, and then I realized the plumber knew far more than I did. And that was the start. My God, I never thought of that. And there's so much you could think. You know, everybody's the same, and knowledge builds on knowledge, so that if you're sort of up on general knowledge, you're there. Typewriter was invented in 3 different places at the same time, you know, that kind of thing. The Germans and the Americans were working on the atomic bomb all at the same, because the level of knowledge was all there. So you'd think you'd know pretty much, everybody knows pretty much everything except these occasional peaks. And these occasional peaks is what this guy had.
So how were you changed by this process? When you're looking back on your own
Far
career,
deeper understanding. I wish I knew. I wish somebody had spoken to me about that then, when I was even in it. Because I'm an actor, and the audience is going a little nuts there. I'll stay away. I didn't want to be part of the convention scene for the longest time. When I heard 15,000 people, maybe I should go.
Now there are some conventions that are for the Trekkies, but they don't have any of the actors even show up, and they are just as populated as the ones when you do show up.
Right.
Do you happen to visit any of those, kind of sneak in? And
No, the ones that don't have the actor?
well, right.
No, it's because I'm an actor. Because if I went, then the actors had shown
Well, you
up,
could dress
so I
up
wouldn't
like
be able to
Captain-
conclude there's no actor.
Dress up like Captain.
No, I haven't. I went to the
95, I think you were, I think the last convention I went to was in 95 in Pasadena.
last convention.
The last Trek convention, I think, was in Pasadena. Because I think,
No, I
sorry.
was at the one in Las Vegas where 25,000 people.
Well, that's Vegas. I'm talking about like the Pasadena. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
You see, when you speak, you don't have much gravitas.
Sorry.
You look mysterious and strange.
I'm hungover. I've been drinking for 3 days straight.
Tell us about the story about the fan in the wheelchair who was the super fan of Star Trek. That was like my favorite part of the documentary.
Yes, Captain Dave. Captain Dave had Lou Gehrig's disease, and he was now like Stephen Hawking, able to blow into this tube and get around in a wheelchair. That was his only means of conveyance. He spoke in such a low whisper that his caretaker had to lean down and say, "Here's what he said." But he had the brightest, bluest eyes that spoke of a desire to live and function, and he'd go to every Star Trek convention. He became a leitmotif, if you will, of my documentary. I sent him scurrying there, and he'd be scurrying there, and he was full of life and lived 15 years longer than he might have, if it wasn't for his overwhelming interest and curiosity about Star Trek and science.
Thank you, everybody. That's last question.
You're done.
Thank you, everybody.
Can I take a picture of you holding that rock?
We have so much to do. I'm sorry.
Pleasure, sir.
No, please take it.